The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Join us Monday, September 5th from 12 to 4 p.m. when Access Communications and the Collectors Car Club host the 15th Annual Labor Day Show and Shine. Classic cars and fun for the whole family at Access Community Park in Regina. Admission is $5 per person, $10 per family, and kids under 12 get in for free. Presented by CAA Saskatchewan. CAA is happy to help our local families by presenting the Labor Day Show and Shine, with proceeds directed to the Regina Food Bank. The 15th Annual Labor Day Show and Shine. Visit myaccess.ca/show-and-shine to learn more.
Hey, welcome to Access Communications. My name is Bob Friedrich. I'm the host of Cruisin, and we have Ken Kulak with us. He's one of the organizing members of the Labor Day Show and Shine. So tell us a little bit about what we could expect on this Labor Day Show and Shine post-pandemic, for crying out loud.
Well, this year we're going to have good weather to start with, okay? And when we have good weather, we always have in excess of 500 cars, and lots of people coming around to have a look, because it's a very popular event with the people in Regina, just to look at all the cars that you can see from all over the province.
I actually agree with you, because we get around to a few car shows and everybody says, oh, the Labor Day Show and Shine one. We got to get there with their car, or just go to it. So I notice your car's behind you, and yep. Let's talk a little bit about cars. What have you got behind you, Ken?
That's a 1967 Dodge Charger. This particular one is a 440 automatic car, original from the factory.
Wow. Cool. I think we've talked about this car many times, but it's still a stunner when we look at it. So what year have you got a plate? Oh, you got your 67 Centennial plate on there.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, good.
Also, the other plate that I kind of interchange sometimes is when they had the Saskatchewan Centennial.
Okay.
They had that license plate they had for the front.
Oh.
Well, this is the car that was used on the billboards to
really?
Promote that plate.
Really?
This car was ordered into Edmonton and delivered in February 1967.
Okay.
Some point in its life, it made its way into Saskatchewan.
Okay.
And I know there was a guy south of Moose Jaw owned it at one time, and then I bought it from a guy that lived north of Moose Jaw.
All about Moose Jaw. Let's go back to the Labor Day Show and Shine. So if I want to bring my car to the show, what are we looking for? What time should we show up, and what does it cost me, kind of thing?
Well, we start parking the cars about 10 o'clock in the morning. The show actually doesn't start until noon, but if we waited till noon to park the cars, you'd never get everybody in.
Exactly.
Because, we fill up, basically we fill up the
whole lot right around here.
Everything. including the streets.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you get, on a day like today, we'd have in excess of 500 cars.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's good. So when I arrive, do I get a little goodie bag, or do I bring something? What does it cost?
When you arrive, you meet the guys at the gate, and they'll get your car parked first, right? If you're bringing a car, if you're a spectator, it's just you'll walk in the gate, and the food bank people man the gates and collect your admittance there.
Non-perishable foods, yes.
And or
monetary.
Okay. Monetary. Then once you get your car parked, of course, if you're bringing a car, when you get your car parked, then you come into the registration desk, and it's a $10 registration for the car and the people in it, and get your free T-shirt along with the other goodie bag.
Wow. And your club is called the Collector Car Club of Regina, and you've been working with this thing. This is going to be our what year?
This is the 15th annual, 15th year. I've been involved in it right from day one.
Fantastic. Well, Ken, is there anything else you want to tell us about the show?
Just come on out. If we got a day like this, that the weather's in this like it is now, the place will be full, so don't wait too long.
Okay. Thanks, Ken, for joining us on Cruisin.
Oh, you're welcome.
Join us Monday, September 5th from 12 to 4 p.m. when Access Communications and the Collectors Car Club host the 15th annual Labor Day Show and Shine. Classic cars and fun for the whole family at Access Community Park in Regina. Admission is $5 per person, $10 per family, and kids under 12 get in for free. Presented by CAA Saskatchewan. CAA is happy to help our local families by presenting the Labor Day Show and Shine, with proceeds directed to the Regina Food Bank. The 15th annual Labor Day Show and Shine. Visit myaccess.ca/show and shine to learn more.
Hey, we're here with Christine Nemchuk, and she's Director of Corporate Communications and
Public Relations.
For who?
All about people for CAA Saskatchewan.
And look at her lovely sign. She's got that. What have you got here? You got a bottle, and you got a little bit of bubbly.
Yes, so this is the bubbly. Oops,
Oh, give her another one here. The kids will be. Oh my
There
God!
you go. Just to promote the family event that we have, again, joining Access Communications in support of Regina Food Bank and the wonderful people at Collectors Car Club to promote Show and Shine. We know when it is, Labor Day. We're going to be set up near the Ball Diamond, and we're going to have a CAA family fun tent, so full of all sorts of prizing. We've got bubble blowers, we've got free water bottles, and courtesy of Nimbus, we're going to keep you well supplied as you check out all the cars and support the Regina Food Bank.
So tell us a little bit about why would I want to be a member of CAA? What happens there? What's good for me? I am a member, and I could tell you, but I want to hear it from you.
Sure. Well, thank you for your membership, Bob. At CAA, we often say that we are relevant in that we have a lot of opportunities and benefits from families of all types. Whether you're 65 or 16, a membership will provide all sorts of benefits. We have insurance, travel, automotive services. We have Regina Battery Depot right in town, and a plug for them. If you're a CAA member, you get 10% off at Regina Battery, so check them out. They're at our car care center on Dudney Avenue. And I think one of the best things that we're known for at CAA is roadside assistance. Our roadside assistance operators, we have a Regina fleet. We have around 150 contractors around the province.
Wow.
So if you need help, whether it's for bike assist, your bike is broken down, for your vehicle, you need gas, you locked your keys in the car, or key fob these
My
days.
bike too.
Yeah, we have bike assist for cyclists.
Ooh, I bike a lot.
Yeah, well, if your chain has a problem or you got a flat and you need to call, roadside assistance from CAA will pick you up. And again, our tow truck operators are there 24/7, 365 a year. So you can definitely count on CAA. And we'd like to say whatever you need us for in your lifestyle, we're there for you.
You know what, Christine? It's so true. I don't know. I always have a membership. I've had it for a long time, and I keep thinking, I don't know if I'll ever need it. And you know what? One or two, not 3 times, well, maybe, but 1 or 2 times a year, I go, oh, I've got that in my wallet. That is so cool.
Well, it is, and carry it with you, because as the CA Rewards member, you're also entitled to rewards through our rewards partners.
Ooh.
So we have a number in town. We have Eastside Mario's, we have Montana's. I order from Montana's, plug for them online. Right away it says, where's your CA membership card, right? What is your number? You get a discount. We've now added a fuel partner, Shell, to the table as well. So CA.
That was the other day. I was filling up at Shell, and they
Yep.
said, "Where's my CA
Yeah,
card?"
so they're a fuel partner, and you can get 3% off when you fill up at Shell. So
3% off. Really?
Exactly. So these days with the gas prices,
I
it
was
just
gonna
helped a
say.
little bit with that, with paying for gas. We all know it's going up, but CAA and Shell are there to help. So
Wow,
anything we can do.
Thank you. Any final closing thoughts, Christine, about the show and shine for the Labor Day weekend coming up?
For sure. So CAA has been a proud sponsor for 18 years. I know this is the 15th annual this year, but we've been there for, I would say,
A
the
lot
last
of
9 or
years.
10 years.
Yeah,
And
yes.
it's something that we believe in, because at CAA we often say, you're a member, you're part of the CAA family. It's all about families helping families in need, now more than ever. Every year is a little bit more challenging, but I think collectively, as strong community partners with CAA and Access Communications, Collectors Car Club, we're there for Regina Food Bank to help them out and to help the families in need.
Well, thank you very much, Christine. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing your area at the Labor Day Show and Shine. And I like that water bottle.
There you go. Bring it to Show and Shine, and thanks to Nimbus, we'll keep you
blow us a
hydrated.
couple bubbles that send us out
Okay,
here.
we have a Lawrence Welk moment. There you go. We'll be having these at the CAA Family Fun Tent as well as Show and Shine.
Sounds good. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you, Bob.
Today, we're here with David Dittich, and he's the president of the Collector Car Club of Regina. And David, you've got your beautiful Chrysler Imperial behind you.
I do. It's an 81 Chrysler Imperial. Limited production of those cars, period. 12,500 produced over the 3-year period.
12,500.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you just don't have one though, do you?
I've got a few of these babies.
Why a Chrysler Imperial for you? And we'll get to talk about the Labor Day show and shine too.
It was always a childhood dream to have an Imperial when I was growing up. I had no idea how rare they were at the time.
Yes.
I drove an 80 New Yorker while I was in high school. Had the folding headlights, and I thought it was kind of cool, and I had this eye for this Imperial, and then later in life, of course, I not bought one, but three of them right now.
Are you married, David?
Well, yeah. For now.
3. A friend of mine one time, his wife said to him, "How many are you going to buy?" He said, "How many did they make?"
Yeah, almost, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the role of the club and you as president with Labor Day Show and Shine.
Well, the club is basically involved. We help get the cars staged and all lined up for the show and show day, and along with a little bit of planning with the rest of the committee here, and that's more or less our role.
Yeah, no,
a lot of legwork, a lot of footwork, and a lot of sore feet by the end of the day.
Well, it's not such something that you just plan a couple of weeks in advance. You guys plan year round, don't you?
Right. Basic planning starts into late June and July, and by the time August comes along, we're sitting down every week with the committee and making plans on what's happening next. So.
Do you have anybody that you want to give a shout out to, sponsors or anything?
Well, CAA, of course, is the main sponsor for the events. So, and we support the food bank with this show. So.
Yeah, no, that's right. And so, do you know any of the details of what it costs to come to the show with your car?
You know what? On the exact the details as far as price is $10 per entry for car. For $10, you get a little grab bag with a little bit of trinkets and stuff, and you get a T-shirt from Access, and of course, all the fun of the day.
Yeah, no, that's good. And we've had between a low of maybe 300-400 cars to 500-600 cars.
Yeah, I believe our best number in recent years that I recall was 650 cars.
650
yes.
Cars. That's a lot of cars.
That's a lot of cars here for sure.
So if you want to come, you better get here.
Better get here early. The sooner the better. Staging will start at about 10 o'clock. Of course, there's always some early birds. If you're with a car club, we can get you parked and get you in the grounds a little bit sooner.
Okay. Any final thoughts about the show and shine?
No, but it looks like it's going to have good weather this year, so come out and bring your friends, bring your family, and come out, have a great day.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Join us Monday, September 5th from 12 to 4 p.m. when Access Communications and the Collectors Car Club host the 15th annual Labor Day Show and Shine. Classic cars and fun for the whole family at Access Community Park in Regina. Admission is $5 per person, $10 per family, and kids under 12 get in for free. Presented by CAA Saskatchewan. CAA is happy to help our local families by presenting the Labor Day Show and Shine with proceeds directed to the Regina Food Bank. The 15th annual Labor Day Show and Shine. Visit myaccess.ca/show-and-shine to learn more.
I'm here with Orville Mervang, and he has brought, I haven't seen this car before. This is a
72 Formula 350 Firebird.
Wow.
It belongs to my boss.
Oh, I love that
wife.
red on there. That's not original paint though?
That's candy apple red.
Candy apple red.
Yeah.
Is that ever a beautiful car? This is your wife's car, huh?
You betcha.
So how long have you been with the Collector Car Club, Orville?
Oh, I am not sure. 2000, 2002, somewhere.
So you've
in
been with us since the beginning of the show and shine and all that
for
stuff.
sure, yeah.
So on the day of the show and shine, so what do you want people to do? You want them to bring their car and arrive here before 10, or some of the clubs you want them a little earlier?
Yes, the clubs that pay to come in as a total club will start arriving at 9 to 9:15, and we're going to take them up Taiwan this year, rather than come in from 14th, because there was too many cars out there and it got too congested. So we're going to bring them in Taiwan, but into the same entrance at the northwest corner of the field.
Okay, very
good. So hopefully that'll iron out some of the problems we had.
Well, it's sometimes we say we have a kind of a good problem when we get 500-600 cars,
yes,
and that's what we hope we get here, because now we're post-pandemic here, and we can have more and more people.
Yeah.
And so this is our 15th year.
You betcha.
Anything stand out over the 15 years for you, Orville? The fact that we did it?
Well,
Or you did it?
I think the whole southern part of the province is looking at it as one of the grand finale for the season is a Labor Day show, and everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
And there are other shows after, but nothing this big. Saskatoon has an amazing one in August, but it's in the rearview mirror by the time we have this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's kind of it's very it's an outstanding show and outstanding time with everything that goes on. You know.
So tell us a little bit about your wife's car here. What have we got here? It's a 70, did you say?
72.
72. What year did Firebird go out of production, do you know?
Well, they went to the Trans Ams, and
Yes.
they had the Bandit cars in the 80s.
Yes.
And I'm not, well, actually Firebird is still in production. They've got them,
Oh,
the
that- yeah,
2000 series, they're all,
Yes.
they're all hot rodded up, and yeah, there's still some very nice looking cars out there. They're show quality cars too,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
the newer ones, because of their heritage.
Yeah, exactly. So where did your wife find her car?
In Swift Current.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So this is, she redid the paint, or was it like this? When
We've painted it 3 times since she's had it.
3 times? What, it didn't stick the first 2 times?
Well, no, various, we had problems with the rear quarters after the first paint job, so we ended up changing the quarters on it.
Oh, okay.
And then the paint, we had solvent pops in the paint on the second job, so then we did the third one.
Wow. So it's got it's got maybe an extra 100 pounds of paint on it.
Yeah, that's about it. No, the third time he took it right down to the metal and really
Oh.
did a good job and dyed the interior to match the seats. And
Oh, gee, let's have a look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
so, yeah, he did an excellent job.
What do you mean he dyed the interior? Like,
Yeah, it's physically dyed the panels.
oh,
And the
oh,
panels are on the side and the back, and the seats were put in new, but the panels were getting kind of yellow, and the
Okay.
back seats. So he dyed the back seats and the
oh,
panels.
I didn't know you could do that. Could dye that vinyl, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very clean looking car.
You can do
and
it.
the famous body by Fisher.
You
Whoa.
betcha.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that was that was an important thing with the GM, was the body by Fisher. It was he did outstanding job.
Well, fantastic. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you on the Labor Day show and shine.
You betcha.
Thank you, Orville.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for bringing the car too.
You bet.
So, Jim, tell us a little bit about your involvement. Why the Labor Day show and shine for Access?
Well, it was an idea that came to some of the staff and I 15 years ago, Bob, when we looked at our park here, Access Communications Park. It's a community park that we give back to the local community here, and thought, why not do a car show on the grass? It'd be something different, and it's become a big deal over the years.
Once you see a car on grass, I don't know what it is about the green and the color, they all pop, you know. It's just,
Yeah, they sure do, and the guys like showing their cars on grass as well. So it's become the biggest car show in southern Saskatchewan. So.
And Jim is not just, a high executive. He's actually a car guy. Let's have a look at your car a little bit before we do a little more on the show.
Sure.
So what do we got here, Jim?
Well, it's a 1968 Firebird convertible. It's a 350 HO motor. So some came with a 400, some came with a 6-cylinder, some came with a 2-barrel 350, but this is the 4-barrel.
Wow. And what is that color?
Well, it's not an original color, Bob. That's The paint's been redone. It's called Wineberry.
I love
and
that.
it's got a clear coat on it. So of course back in 1968 they had enamel colors, and
Yes,
they
yes.
didn't shine as much as they do now.
Boy, is that ever nice. Where did you find this car?
This came out of Winnipeg. Dentist owned it, and
Was this the one that was in a bag for years?
yeah, it was. He parked in his mom's barn in 1979, and after his mom passed away in 2001. It came out of the, he wrapped it up quite well, so the mice didn't get at it, and spent 20-some years wrapped up, and
I love
it's
that.
come to life again.
Oh my God. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the Labor Day Show and Shine. So we've got a few sponsors, we've got some food. Tell us a little bit about some of that, Jim.
Well, it's as I said, the biggest car show in southern Saskatchewan. We'll have 500 cars out. It's on Labor Day, the 15th annual, and our title sponsor again this year is CAA Saskatchewan, and really appreciative of them coming out. And one thing we'll see again this year is the Access barbecue team. We'll be barbecuing hamburgers and hot dogs for families, and
That's part of your staff?
it is.
your
Yeah, the
volunteer
staff come out, and volunteer, and it's a great family event, Bob. It's $5 an individual to get in, $10 for a family, and you can come out and have lunch and see the cars for about $30 if you're a family. So it's not a bad deal. And again, this year, as in every year, the beneficiary of the Labor Day Show and Shine will be the Regina Food Bank, and we know how everyone is struggling with food insecurity as we come out of COVID. So it's a worthy cause, and so you can come down, you can have a great family event, you can see a great car show and support a worthy cause.
Great. And who's supplying the food for us?
Well, Co-op is supplying the food, so we get a chance to sample Co-op burgers and dogs, and they're outstanding. We're doing barbecues all across the province this summer, and we've been doing Co-op stuff, yeah. So
I heard about that. I've yet to have a Co-op burger. I haven't been at the show, at the right show. But we've been going to shows, but we've missed the
Okay,
burgers.
yeah.
Oh, shucks. So what did the burgers cost at the show?
they were $5 last year. We're going to have to look at the input costs, Bob, but I think it'll be $5 or $6 again this year.
Still a good deal.
For a burger, but that's a burger, a drink, and a bag of chips. So
Wow.
it's a great deal.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Hey, people will come here just to eat.
Yes. Well, they should. And see the cars and support a worthy cause. So.
Any final closing thoughts, Jim?
Well, it starts at noon, so the cars get down here early. They get down here 8 or 9 o'clock. So it goes from noon to 4, and the entire grounds are covered with cars and folks out for a great day. And let's hope for great weather.
Well, come join us for the 15th annual Show and Shine here at Access Park, and you can meet Jim and buy a good deal on a burger.
Join us Monday, September 5th from 12 to 4 p.m. when Access Communications and the Collectors Car Club host the 15th annual Labor Day Show and Shine. Classic cars and fun for the whole family at Access Community Park in Regina. Admission is $5 per person, $10 per family, and kids under 12 get in for free. Presented by CAA Saskatchewan. CAA is happy to help our local families by presenting the Labor Day Show and Shine, with proceeds directed to the Regina Food Bank. The 15th annual Labor Day Show and Shine. Visit myaccess.ca/show-and-shine to learn more.
So we're here with John Bailey. He's the CEO of the Regina Food Bank. So tell us a little bit about the Labor Day Show and Shine and what it means to the food bank.
Well, the Labor Day Show and Shine is one of our marquee events on our calendar. We look forward to it every year, rain or shine. It's a lot more fun when it's sunshine, but other than that, we love it. It's a great energy, and it raises a ton of money for the food bank, and right now, those dollars are more important than ever.
So at the food bank, it's not just about, and nobody's putting that down because people need to have food security, and that's an important thing, but you're a diversified organization. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so at the food bank we do a number of different initiatives, from financial literacy to
I could use that.
Oh, couldn't we all these days? To cooking classes, to urban gardening, just to make sure people are connecting with food. So we try to be both sort of a response to a need right now, but also trying to make sure we're laying the groundwork for less need in the future.
Okay, I love that. Financial literacy and urban gardening. What does that mean?
Well, basically what we have is towers, garden towers across schools in Regina, and kids can learn about growing various crops, so be it lettuce, be it herbs, be it anything like that, and really
without being too naive, a tower
yeah. So they're stackable. So I think they sort of max out at about 6 feet tall. But what it allows you to do is, in a classroom, it allows you to sort of gain a whole bunch of square foot of growing space without taking up a whole lot of floor space in the classroom.
Is this done in the school or outside? Or
it's done in the school, so because it's Saskatchewan, our outdoor growing season is short, but but they can grow 12 months a year, 10 months a year when they're in class, using the garden towers.
So what do you get out of the garden towers? Like, do you get carrots, beets, or peas, or what do you do?
Well, generally speaking, they get whatever they want to grow. So a lot of times it'll be things like carrots, like lettuce, those types of things. And some classrooms use it as part of sort of one-off unit, and this sort of grows all year. Some classes integrate it the whole way through, where they'll grow various crops, and they'll do CO2 testing to show the difference in emissions that the plants sort of take up as they grow.
Well, we're a long way from a car show, but that was kind of interesting.
Exactly.
I had to learn a little bit about that. So the Labor Day Show and Shine's coming up, and we're going to be making donations to the food bank. Anything else that's going on in the food bank that you want to tell us about at this time?
Well, I think right now the big thing for us is just making sure folks know that it's a busy time, but we're here to sort of meet the challenge. So as we look at what this year's up, we're up another 8 to 10% from where we were last year. So we know that
When
things.
you mean up to 8%, I mean users?
Users, yeah. So basically, whereas on a normal day, pre-pandemic, we'd be at 150, 160 hampers a day. Right now, on average, we're doing about 320 hampers a day. So it's quite a dramatic increase. And even this time last year, we were only at, and I say only now because it's sort of life, but we were only at about 300 hampers a day last year. So the numbers continue to grow, but events like this and the support of our community allow us to make that happen, which is sort of really motivates us to get out and do the work to make sure people are getting fed.
Sounds good. Any closing thoughts here for us on the food bank and the show and shine?
Well, just to say thank you to everyone who puts it on, from the Collectors Car Club to CAA and, of course, Access Communication and all the sponsors, Sherwood Co-op. Thank you for making this an amazing event, and thank you to everybody who comes out and supports us and sees some really cool cars and supports a great cause, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody in September.
Thank you very much for coming out, and we appreciate it. We'll see you in September.
Awesome. Thanks very much.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out today, supporting the community and the Regina Food Bank. And thank you to the nearly 600 car, motorcycle, tractor, camper, and boat enthusiasts that took the time to shine their rides and come out today as well. Thank you as well to many volunteers in the blue shirts and the red shirts. This event wouldn't happen without them and all the hard work that they put in, not only today, but in the preparation for today. And of course, we couldn't do it without our sponsors, in particular the CAA Saskatchewan, that really exemplify what provincial community spirit is all about. Thank you. And finally, with the last 14 years of car shows wouldn't have happened without the help of the Collectors Car Club of Saskatchewan. These are the guys that are the experts at car shows and help us put it on every year. So thanks, fellas. You know, one of my favorite programs on Velocity is called Guild Garage, and they have a saying, how can you not like a car guy? And boy, there's a lot of truth to that. So thanks, fellas. Unfortunately, our 2019 show, our chair for the last 14 years was a fellow by the name of Doug Alexander, longtime broadcaster here in Saskatchewan. And Doug sadly passed away since our last show. But Doug had a saying, and his saying was, if everybody just did their part, the world would be a better place. And thank you today for doing your part. And it's resulted in a pretty good donation to the Regina District Food Bank. So we've got a check here in the amount of $41,236. So thanks for doing your part. Fellas, come on up.
Join us Monday, September 5th from 12 to 4 p.m. when Access Communications and the Collectors Car Club host the 15th annual Labor Day Show and Shine. Classic cars and fun for the whole family at Access Community Park in Regina. Admission is $5 per person, $10 per family, and kids under 12 get in for free. Presented by CAA Saskatchewan. CAA is happy to help our local families by presenting the Labor Day Show and Shine, with proceeds directed to the Regina Food Bank. The 15th annual Labor Day Show and Shine. Visit myaccess.ca/show and shine to learn more.